Narendra Modi, while addressing poll rallies in Jammu and Kashmir and Haryana yesterday, highlighted the cash crunch in the Congress-ruled states. He cited the example of Himachal Pradesh as well as Telangana to assert that the Congress party's model is that of making false promises. After coming to power, they don't really fulfill these promises. The Prime Minister said that they make the promises to come to power, then run the state coffers dry. He in fact slammed the Congress governments in these states for increasing the prices of fuel, water and milk and other items. The Prime Minister also challenged the Congress party to implement the farmer welfare schemes in Telangana and Karnataka first before making similar promises to farmers in the poll-bound states.
साथियों, आपके पड़ोस में हिमाचल प्रदेश है। कांग्रेस ने वहां हर वर्ग को झूठ की गुट्टी पिलाई थी। सरकारी कर्मचारियों को वहां अपने हक की सैलरी के लिए हड़ताल करनी पड़ रही है। स्कूल, कॉलेज बंद करने की नौबत आ गई है। महिलाओं को 1500 रुपये देने का वायदा किया था। हजारों महिलाएं आज भी इस पैसे का इंतजार कर रही है। बिजली, पानी, पेट्रोल, डीजल, दूध सब कुछ कांग्रेस ने महंगा कर दिया है। कर्नाटका और तेलंगाना को भी नहीं छोड़ा है। कर्नाटका में तो हाहाकार मचा हुआ है। वहां महंगाई और भ्रष्टाचार चरम पर है। विकास कार्य ठप है। अच्छे खासे राज्यों को बर्बाद कैसे किया जाता है, ये कांग्रेस वहां करके दिखा रही है। इस पार्टी की भी एक ही नीति है, चुनाव जीतने के लिए जनता का खजाना खाली करो। अगर कांग्रेस में दम है तो वो कर्नाटका और तेलंगाना में अपनी किसान योजनाएं वहां लागू क्यों नहीं करते हैं? कहीं तो करके दिखाओ।
Now, the BJP echoed the Prime Minister, saying that the Congress-ruled states have failed miserably in managing the financial situation and slammed it for the unfulfilled promises and then eventually passing on the burden to the common man.
कांग्रेस का मॉडल है AM मॉडल, A फॉर अपीजमेंट पॉलिटिक्स एंड M फॉर महंगाई पॉलिटिक्स। और हिमाचल से लेकर कर्नाटका तक कहीं पर डीजल के दाम, कहीं पर बिजली के दाम बढ़ा दिए गए हैं, तो कहीं कर्नाटका में दूध, पानी, बिजली, पेट्रोल, डीजल सबके दाम बढ़ा दिए गए हैं। तो महंगाई बढ़ाना और अपीजमेंट पॉलिटिक्स का ऐसा नंगा नाच देखने मिल।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji in his Doda rally has rightly spoken about the financial crisis in Karnataka and Himachal. Both the states have miserably failed on their financial management and both are facing major financial crisis in their respective states because of the freebies they announced and they couldn't fulfill them, neither they could manage the developmental work of the state.
Now, the Congress party, meanwhile, has hit back at the Prime Minister, accusing him of using petty language and daring him to act against the Congress party and its leaders if he thinks some wrong was committed by them.
अगर कांग्रेस पार्टी सब कुछ कर रही है तो मोदी काहे के लिए? मोदी को इस्तीफा दे देना चाहिए। और आज वो कह रहे हैं कि अगर किसी प्रदेश में कोई घटना होती है, बुराई की हो जाए तो वो कांग्रेस कर रही है और अच्छाई की हो जाए तो मोदी जी कर रहे हैं। तो मोदी जी किस मर्ज की दवा हैं? अगर हो रहा है कांग्रेस की वजह हो रहा है और जान रहे हैं तो उसमें कांग्रेस के खिलाफ कार्रवाई करनी चाहिए। कांग्रेस नेताओं को बंद करना चाहिए। एक प्रधानमंत्री को, भारत जैसे प्रजातांत्रिक देश के प्रधानमंत्री को इस तरह की छोटी बातें नहीं करना चाहिए।
Now we have breaking updates coming in Farmers are going to hold a meeting. A Kisan Mahapanchayat is expected in Jind. They will announce their strategy for the upcoming polls, and that's expected. So this is a big update. My colleague Pragya is joining us on the broadcast with the details. Pragya, the farmers' protest has been one of the overarching themes ahead of the elections. This is going to be a very, very significant decision. What's expected today?
There had been a very big political force in both states of Punjab and Haryana, and we had seen the agitation, and it was alleged that this was politically motivated as well. Irrespective of that, Prime Minister Narendra Modi ensured that he'll reach out to the farmers, and this is exactly what we saw yesterday when Shivraj Singh Chauhan had announced that there will be a decision to increase the import duty of the edible oils. Obviously, there was also a decision on onions and other materials for the welfare of farmers. Import duty was increased, export duty was decreased. All these steps go way far in welfare of the farmers. So this has been also rendered by Prime Minister Narendra Modi when Shivraj Singh Chauhan took to social media and said that we had taken so many decisions in farmers' welfare. So they are also trying their bit to ensure that in Haryana elections, especially, farmers will not be swayed by any opposition parties, and any of the disinformation campaign that can be launched by some politically connected group with the opposition should not be able to leverage this situation at all. The government is keeping a very close eye and close watch on this particular farmers meeting, and they will be coming out with a counter, but they have preempted the move, and they have also announced major decisions vis-a-vis farmers yesterday itself.
Okay, all right. Pragya, thank you for joining us with those details. Are they going to take a political plunge? Will they decide to extend their support to any particular party? That's going to be interesting to see, and it's going to be very, very significant ahead of the polls. Let's shift our focus now. At the historic political rally at Doda yesterday, the Prime Minister also took on the Congress over the statement of the former Home Minister Sushil Kumar Shinde just a few days back, where he admitted that he had been afraid of going to Jammu and Kashmir during the time. Here's what the Prime Minister said.
आप याद करिए वो समय जब दिन ढलते ही यहां अघोषित कर्फ्यू लग जाता था, सारी दुकानदारी ठप, सारा कामकाज ठप। हालत ये थी कि तब कांग्रेस सरकार के, केंद्र सरकार के गृह मंत्री तक लाल चौक जाने से डरते थे।
So the Prime Minister saying that union ministers were also scared of going to Jammu and Kashmir. Listen into the remarks of Sushil Kumar Shinde that caught the Prime Minister's attention.
विजय भाई, जब मैं होम मिनिस्टर था उसके पहले मैं उनके पास जाता था। सुशील बोले तू इधर उधर मत भटक, तू लाल चौक में जाके वहाँ भाषण कर, कुछ लोगों से मिल और दल लेक में घूमते चलो ऐसा। और वो एडवाइस से मुझे बहुत कुछ पब्लिसिटी मिली, और लोगों में एक ऐसा होम मिनिस्टर है कि जो बिना डर के वो जाता है, लेकिन मेरी फटती थी वो किसको बताऊं।
Let's go across to senior editor Pradeep Datta joining us on the broadcast. Pradeep, the statement that was made by the former union minister Sushil Kumar Shinde clearly seems to have caught the attention of the Prime Minister, and the statement that came in from the Prime Minister ahead of the elections resonating with the people.
Yes, yesterday while addressing the gathering, that Prime Minister recounted the statement of Sushil Kumar Shinde. He was trying to make people understand how things have really changed after abrogation of Article 370. There was a time when there used to be evening curfew, so life used to come to screeching halt. He even mentioned about, though he did not name him, but he said the Union Home Minister during UPS time, that even they were afraid of moving freely in Lal Chowk. But now things have really changed after abrogation of Article 370. People can move freely. It has moved from the terrorist tourism towards tourism. So he was talking about the transformation. In fact, he was trying to hit out at all those opposition party leaders who say that all is not well in Jammu and Kashmir after application of Article 370. So he was trying to remind them as well as to the people that how things have really changed ever since they have taken the reins of the country in their hand, and whatever they had promised. He even tried to hit out at all the three political parties like National Conference, PDP, as well as the Congress. They said they had been promoting corruption, they had been promoting nepotism, because they always never thought about the youth of the region. They always thought about their family first. For them, it was the family first. They said that many of their known got the jobs while others were struggling for employment. He said that the people of Jammu and Kashmir are only been used as a ladder to climb towards the corridors of power. They never thought about them. But he even mentioned, he also tried to hit out at Mallikarjun Kharge. He said that Mallikarjun Kharge, president of the party, said if they would have got 20 seats, they would have put everybody behind bars. He said that people come to power not to put people behind bars, but for the welfare of the citizen of that region. So unfortunately, that Mallikarjun Kharge is giving such a kind of a statement. So he was trying to remind them that whenever we come to Jammu and Kashmir, we only think about the welfare of the people. We never use that dictatorial, intimidatory language that only sounds like that only reflects an emergency mindset. So it was a three-pronged attack on all these dynastic parties from all sides. He was trying to hit out at them and trying to remind them, see how things have really changed. Though they might be saying during the public discourse that nothing has changed in Jammu and Kashmir, but ground reality is that now there is no curfew during evening. People can roam freely.
Yes.
Evening life has started, and also they are trying to look into the issues that can really make life much more better for the youth. He said that they have given rise to the new leadership. That is what actually
Naya Kashmir, the Prime Minister has envisioned, saying that we are working towards it, and you can see the changes already. Pradeep, thank you for joining us with those details. Clearly, the former Union Minister's statement coming as ammunition to the BJP ahead of the polls. On that note, we're slipping into a very quick break here. We'll be right back. To stay with us.